Hi legends, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and I am expecting a news-filled week for The Sims 4. Obviously yesterday we already had the live stream, which was Behind the Sims. I've already gone over all of that. We got a new trailer for the infants, some more behind the scenes, some news on Project Rene alongside free play and mobile, and then literally just as I finished editing that video yesterday, I looked onto Twitter. Lo and behold, we did get an update which people were expecting. I was maybe thinking, are they gonna drop infants right after that live stream? They didn't. Infants are coming March the 14th in a free base game update. However, the update yesterday actually had some very cool things in it, so I wanted to go over it in this video today. This time we're putting a bit of focus onto the console version of The Sims 4. I am so happy to hear this. Yes, I haven't really played on console pretty much since I did my trophy hunt back on my PlayStation in The Sims 4, but I love the focus to improve the console experience. I've always said that the UI needs more options in it. Obviously playing on a TV is so much more different than sat right in front of your computer playing on a monitor, so things should be able to be made bigger, more accessible, all of that. But that's not to say that we didn't get some free items for PC, Mac alongside console, and these came within Creator Sim. There isn't any functionality tied to them, there isn't any gameplay, and we'll get into all of that, but we now have medical wearables. So these are available on the head section and also the body section of Creator Sim. On the head section, you have new hearing aids for toddler and older Sims. So any Sim, toddler and above, can now have hearing aids. There is no functionality, there's no gameplay, they can't do sign language, it doesn't give them any moodlets, they can't turn on or off the function of a hearing aid or anything like that. It is purely cosmetic. However, I absolutely love this representation. And then under the body, you have glucose monitors for your child and older Sims that can be added to your Sim's right and left arm and to your Sim's lower abdomen on the right or left side as well. Then we also got a top surgery scar. Under the body category, all players can find body scars category with an option for teen and older male Sims, masculine or feminine frame. Oh, I thought that was the other way around. I thought that basically it was tied to a masculine frame, whether they were masc or femme under like the gender binaries that we unfortunately still have in the game, but apparently not the case. They can be male and then also have the feminine frame and have access to those scars. I kind of just wish if they had added it to the feminine frame, then they would have just added it to the female like overall gender category as well. Even though you can't see them, I think that's also really nice rep for mastectomies and things like that. And then we also got binders and shapewear. Players can find two new assets in Creator Sim. Under the tanks in the tops category, you will find a binder top for teens and older, and then in the underwear category for bottoms, there is a new shapewear asset for your Sims as well. Also, not the most interesting. I mean, if you are a builder who likes realism, then there is light switches. There is no gameplay tied to these. Unfortunately, it suffers the same fate as the bathroom clutter light switches that we just got in that kit. In the fact that you can't actually turn on or off lights using this light switch, which I still don't know why that wasn't added, but for decoration, you now have a flicky light switch. And these are all of the updates for consoles. So you have UI placement comes to PlayStation, cursor scaling, which like I said, really good for accessibility, especially if you are sat on your sofa playing with a controller. If you're playing on a bigger resolution screen, the cursor is absolutely tiny. Console build mode improvements, console build mode guidance system, controls and navigation updates, and then of course we got all the big old bug fixes. They actually have the binder on. So as you can see, this is found in tops. If you go to tanks, you will find the binder there. This is available for masculine or feminine tag stuff. Comes in a range of different colors. I really like the way that it looks. However, I have noticed that people said that the shadowing of the boob, especially if you choose the feminine one, is still there. I have Darling's chest set to the lowest. My icon has changed because I do have a modded version in as well, which I will show you, but you can actually still change the Sim's chest. It doesn't, like when you apply this. It doesn't reduce the size of your Sim's boobs at all. And it's also just an asset in itself. So it's not like underwear that goes under something. So you can't choose this and then choose to put a normal top on it and have that Sim have a binder on underneath their clothes. So whilst I'm glad we have this, and I don't know if it's ever possible for it to actually like bind your Sim's chest, I kind of wish that it did. However, this darling has a modded version, which I will link down below. This was made by Ice Cream for Breakfast, Femme Frame Binder Fix, standalone and replacement. I got the standalone one because I didn't want to replace the initial EA one. A small fix for the Femme Frame binder to make the chest flatter and remove breast sliders. And I fixed the texture issue. What they mean by the texture issue is basically the shadowing and things like that that make it look as if your Sims have boobs. So like I said, you can't actually access the slider in this one, which I mean, to be fair, I am probably gonna use this purely for like swimwear or also sleepwear, like kind of loungewear around the house. I do like that this option got rid of the shadowing though. You can definitely tell like a clear difference even when Darling's like chest is pulled to the smallest that it can possibly be. It still has the shadowing on it. So I really like this modded version. Like I said, I will link it down below. Then if we click on Darling's head and then we go to accessories, there is obviously this new option called medical wearable. This is where you will find said hearing aids. They come in 15 different colors. These are available for toddlers and up. There are a couple that have sort of like two-tone, especially like if you want your toddlers and kids to have a more colorful hearing aid. And then you also have some flesh-toned ones. They have an option for both ears, just one ear, and then just the other ear. However, I will say the downside of wearing these is unfortunately earrings won't actually work with them. So you can't have a hearing aid and an earring. I've seen a couple of modders and custom content creators talk about this, and apparently like the texture map on the ear is so small that they really don't have a lot to work with. I'm not sure if the Sims team are going to edit that texture map at all so that you can hopefully have hearing aids and earrings on at the same time in the future. That is my hope for it. We just don't know if it's really possible right now. Little cheeky update actually on the hearing aids. Sim Guru Ash responded to Ocean Sims and put, "This is definitely something we want to do. Needs a lot of work, so we would like players to at least have access to them for now." And that was in response to asking whether earrings could eventually like work with hearing aids. So hopefully that is on the table and the team are looking into it. And then if we go to body, there is of course the medical wearables. Darling currently has a couple of the glucose monitor patches on. So this is the longest one on the arm. I hate how they keep turning, but it comes in again a multitude of like different colors. You also have some like clearer options. I do kind of wish that there was some more like cartoony looking patterns on this, especially for like children's Sims. I think it would have been really cute if we had some void critter swatches, just sort of things that make it like more fun for kids to like choose their own monitor. You have this circular one right here, which again comes in a number of different colors. And then you have this square version as well. So multiple different options. Obviously, these all come for the other arm as well. And then you have the abdomen ones. So again, you've got all three different types. These two are on the right hand side of the body, and then this one is on the left hand side of the body. So currently in my game, Darling has the feminine physical frame and also the female gender option selected. So if we actually go into body and then body scars, you can't see the top surgery scars, which again, like I said, is because it's basically covered with this bra. However, apparently if we change the selection to male, but then go on feminine frame, and then let's go into body scars, we do actually have access to it. I honestly didn't know that the Sims work like that. I thought because we had chosen a feminine frame, that meant that they would still have a bra on, but that's not the case. I clearly have just like never ever explored that option because in my head, that was just like the way it was gonna work. So these are the top surgery scars. Unfortunately, there is only one swatch. I will say I did have custom content top surgery scars in my game before this, and they're definitely not as noticeable as the EA official ones. They're also like extended longer, like under the Sims armpit. I would have liked it if the EA version also maybe had just a couple of different swatches so you could have a more faded look. I've said this pretty much since Werewolves came out, but I really hope this body scars section just starts to like open it up. I've already seen people on Twitter discussing that they would absolutely love to see like heart surgery scars, and I would like to see that represented in base game, not only just tied to like paid content, for example like the Get Famous or the werewolves or the vampire scars. And then finally, Eliza is rocking the shapewear that we got. You can actually find these in bottoms and then underwear. These are available for both feminine and masculine tagged fashion. This is what they look like. Again, they come in like a number of different colors. I absolutely bloody love that green. So I do feel as if you'd be able to mix and match this with Sentimates if you did buy it. Some of them look a little bit off, like the Blackstone fully match, but I feel like you can definitely get away with it. And really quickly, even though you can't tell that the Space Game house even has lights in it because it's so dark, you can find the base game light switch under decorations and then wall decorations. It's the unswitchable switch. It comes in two different colors, kind of like a cream and then a white. This doesn't have any gameplay attached to it, and you can't control your lights through here. What I mean by controlling your lights is I would love it if you could just click this and it would bring up the options of the lights within the game. And just as a heads up, because this is sort of a news roundup video, I am gonna be getting into spoilers of the next expansion pack. If you don't want to be here, don't worry, I won't take offense. You can click off this video now. I just want to give you a heads up in case you haven't seen the leaks or you want to wait until tomorrow when we officially get the first look at the trailer of the family that we got a teaser of in the Behind the Sims live stream. It has of course been leaked, because when is a Sims 4 pack not leaked these days? So over on the Sims community, Jovan has pretty much written up everything to know about the leak so far. I will leave a link to this down below because as always he goes into much more detail than I could ever. But you have the Sims 4 growing together description. This has actually been translated from German. Hopefully it's like pretty accurate. But strengthen family bonds, form friendships or enemies, and discover the true you with the Sims 4 growing together expansion pack. The way your Sims form relationships with other Sims, from family members to new acquaintances, is now more diverse and deeper. Both planned events like slumber parties and unexpected milestones like a midlife crisis shape your Sims and their relationships. Long-lasting impact, major decisions and milestones help shape your Sims' personalities. Unlock and change personality traits as your Sims experience midlife crises, move in with family members, and more throughout their lives. Self-discovery is a lifelong task. Hey, maybe we are getting a little bit of elder rep within this. Social dynamics. Sometimes Sims just fit together like a pot and lid. At a party, your Sim may meet a Sim with whom they have instant chemistry. We might be getting the chemistry system back, or who they initially hate. Your Sim now has preferences that determine which Sims they are compatible with and which encounters can result in hostilities. And family links. The relationships between related Sims are meaningful and complex. As they move through life together, they will experience both dramatic and unifying moments that impact family dynamics and family member relationships. And then you have perfect for families. Located on a bay, San Sequoia was once a small fishing village that has grown into a vibrant city. They love a good gentrification. Here you'll find quiet suburbs, a bustling recreation center, a tight-knit community, and an influential family, the Robluses. Are we finally getting robbers back in the game? I doubt it. Let's be real, all influential families are technically robbers. Landgrabs, I'm looking at you. This is the leak cover. Obviously, we can see the family. There's not really anything that we haven't seen because we already saw the baby carrier and a kid on on a bike in the concept art. There is a new screenshot which isn't the highest quality, although it does look like this sim has moles or birthmarks on their face. Maybe that means we are getting like birthmarks for older sims. Also, as you can see, this is like vitiligo or also a birthmark on this sim's arm, which again kind of suggests that we're getting them for older sims. These two kids look like they're bird spotting. They have some little like binoculars and they're talking about birds. And this guy is drinking from his emotional support water bowl. Same buddy, big mood. I don't want to go into like too much detail on this because I myself personally kind of want to wait until tomorrow to watch the trailer, but let's have a look at this one as well. This is apparently the pre-order stuff. So you get little bonuses if you pre-order, which I'm not the biggest fan of, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it just makes people feel like they're gonna miss out if they don't get it. So you get a different power walker, which just has like a little sun cover over it. You get a toddler slide, which obviously toddler slides came with toddler stuff. So I feel like people maybe aren't gonna be happy about this one. And then you also have a little swing set with some bunting and some flowers. Very quick, just because like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail over all of that. If we get those in like the official screens tomorrow or like official information after the trailer comes out, I'll go through them again in like more detail and talk about like my theories on them. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it kind of walked you through the patch a little bit better. I will say there are a couple of creator sim mods that have actually broken the game. I know that More Columns mod needed updating. I also had a creator sim unlock mod that actually stopped the new medical wearables to show up within my creator sim. So if you do have any creator sim mods, if you are having trouble like viewing those new assets, make sure you just take them out of your mods folder or update them. I know the More Columns mod has already been updated. Let me know how you feel about this update down below. I, for one, am very, very happy. I hope this is just showing like a positive direction of inclusion and representation within The Sims 4. This is a big thumbs up from me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already. Hit that notification bell because obviously tomorrow I am going to be reacting to the trailer for this brand new expansion pack. I appreciate you all and I will speak to you all tomorrow. Bye.